Same topical back with another video. I'm Strange Wayne. Today I got a video ranking the 4 Bad Boys films in that franchise. Before we get that, hit that thanks button. Donate some of that Bob De Niro, that cheese, that cheddar, that mozzarella, so I don't have to become a drug dealer and get busted by Martin Lawrence and Will Smith and go to jail for the rest of my life. You can't make YouTube videos in prison. Or you can subscribe. It is free. It helps out the channel a lot as well. If you do either of those two things, then
I appreciate that.
But let's get down to brass tacks. At number 4, we have Bad Boys for Life, the 3rd installment of this franchise. The one that got it back in mainstream media. The reboot came out in 2020. And it's, well,
I mean, it's alright, like...
It's just bland. To me, it's bland. It's a safe way to get back into the franchise. The writing of these Bad Boys movies, they're not great. The directing's far from great, especially when you got Michael Bay directing some of these things. The action's mid. You go in there for personality and a good time. And I had a good time watching Bad Boys for Life. But when I look at all the others, and I watched all these in a 2-3 day period, I had the least fun with this one.
Are you serious?
I don't know if it was because of the new characters or the soap opera-esque situations our characters are in that was very predictable, or what. I don't know what it was. I just didn't have a ton of fun with this movie. But I did enjoy myself. Definitely fits in the Bad Boys franchise. I can see this playing on TNT right now.
And I'm not lying!
At my number 3 spot, we have the original Bad Boys. And it's good. It's a good tone set from the franchise. You know what you're getting from the rest of these movies based off the first Bad Boys. You're getting 2 funny motherfuckers with charisma coming together, playing cops, and that's where the joy, that's where the meat and potatoes of these movies are. It's right there. And you're going to get some piss poor directing, camera angles. Dutch angles look cool. Just throw those up there. They don't mean nothing.
Now, that's just one example.
The directing, shot, cinematography, it's not there to mean anything. It's not there for purpose. It's just there to look cool and to have a good time. And this film does that. Not a huge fan of the sitcom as hijinks our characters get in with, oh, you're Mike Lowry. Why do I gotta be Mike Lowry? Wait, you're Mike Lowry. I'm Mike Lowry. Not really a big fan of that, but they made it work. And I had a good, fun time watching this movie. And that's what you want. And that's what the purpose, that's the purpose of these films. They know their audience. And they do very well in their genre. So, Bad Boys, good way to set the tone. And the build up to make it personal at the very end, I thought it worked really well and was very believable.
They did a great job executing it. Really nice job.
Bad Boys, number 3. At my number 2 spot, we have the newest film from the Bad Boys franchise. We have Bad Boys Ride or Die. And my favorite thing about this film is I had so much fun watching 1, 2, and 3 before going to the theater to see this movie, that all the callbacks were fresh and all the callbacks worked. They weren't forced. You got to see Reggie. The grill, they set it up the same way. The Michael Bay cameo, just everything in this film just worked. The Martin Lawrence thing, where he found a new outlook on life, was kind of, it was written in some scenes and I felt like they forgot they were doing it when they was writing other scenes. But other than that, it fits the Bad Boys franchise. The action's great. I thought the POV was used a little too much, but I had a ton of fun with this movie. And every time they did a callback, it made me smile. I laughed out loud. Which the other 2 Bad Boys films, see this? That's me recognizing something that's funny. This one actually got some chuckles out of me. And the callbacks, love those. This is the correct way to bring a dead character back into the franchise without bringing them back to life, because we haven't seen that in every MCU movie. And every action movie in the last 10 years. So I'm glad they took the script and made it all make sense, and it was logical, and you bring in different people and you add layers to the situation. Bad Boys works. Bad Boys Ride or Die works on every level for me personally. I mean, best script of the franchise, I personally think. Had a lot of fun with it. Had to put it in my number 2 spot. But at number 1 leaves one movie, and it's not Bad Boys 1, it's Bad Boys 2. Bad Boys 2 is the perfect sequel. Perfect idea for a sequel. I ain't gonna say it's perfect sequel, because but it does give you everything you want with a sequel. It's funnier. The action's better.
Am I lying?
This film, gut-busting laughs. It doesn't matter if I'm scrolling through an Instagram and I see, who the fuck are you? Reggie couldn't take your daughter out. Who had the motherfucking door? You one of the ludicrous looking motherfuckers? That's one of the funniest scenes of all time. Especially if you narrow it down to action comedies, top 5.
Ease. The greatest of ease.
That's right.
And you have the best action scene in the whole franchise with the Jamaican shootout, a phenomenal shootout. Again, if I made a top 10 list, you got to watch Mojo. I'm sure that maybe in honorable mentions or on the top 10. That's an excellent scene. The story, it's not as cheesy, corny, by the numbers as Bad Boys the original was. It's a little different. It's still predictable. It's still a Bad Boys movie. You're getting angles and stuff that usually have meaning. Just, they look cool, just throw them in there. But this is the funnest movie of the franchise. It's the funniest movie in the franchise. And the action kicks the most ass out of all the movies in the franchise, which is why Bad Boys 2 is my number 1. From the start of this film to the end of this film, they do not let up on the gas. And you just have a hella good time the entire time watching this movie. And if you don't think Bad Boys 2 is the best Bad Boys movie,
Prove me wrong.
well, let me know in the comment section below your ranking of the Bad Boys franchise. Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video,
And
subscribe.
It's not a game, it's a rich thing.